Lick number 28 is called Octaves a la Wes. One of the big influences of Wes Montgomery in the music was his ability to create an incredible guitar solo, and one of the primary aspects of his soloing was the use of octaves. So let's explore that now as we apply it to one of our licks we've already learned. This lick, I call it Octaves a la Wes. Wes Montgomery in the 60s kind of created this whole style of solo improvisation on guitar where he would start with single note melodies and then he would move into playing octaves like I just played, and then he'd play some chords, kind of chord solos and improvise things. And so this use of octaves has become very prevalent. A lot of guitar players use it. George Benson popularized it in his playing. A lot of guitar players would utilize that, and it adds a very thickness. And you'll notice that the lick we're learning here is actually a lick you've already learned. It was, I think, our second lick of the series. Very simple lick. Well, doubling it in octaves creates this very fat, punchy sound. Take a listen. It's a really hip lick. In octaves, when orchestrationally speaking, whenever you arrange for a band, a good way to bring a melody out is not to double it in unison, but actually to take the melody and double it in octaves. And so by creating and doubling this in octaves, you actually are increasing the amount of energy that you're sending out as far as melodic speaking and cutting through doing that and beefing up the sound. So really simple. You'll notice that my pick strokes are all down in this particular instance. Right? And then also you'll notice that my octaves are all 2 strings or 3 strings apart. So I double the octave from the first string on the third string. I do the octave from the second string down to the fourth string, and an octave from the third to the fifth, and from the fourth to the sixth. Trying to do a 4-string spread just doesn't really work. Some people are good at it, but it's hard to muffle those strings. So this way, by doing it 3, you muffle that inside string. So again, watch me again. Watch my left hand as I do this, and you'll see how the octaves are formed. 1, 2, 3. Now the trick is with this is your left hand has to be accurate. You have to be able to place the hand on the notes accordingly, and it means quicker and more agility or agile movement in the left hand. So that's going to take some practice. So let's try it a little quicker. 1, 2, 3. And you notice I've still got articulations in there. I have accents in there, and so the melody still comes through, but it's much punchier. A little bit quicker. 1, 2, 3. A very hip lick. So taking a very simple melody, doubling it in octaves can create and enhance a melody and make it speak even more so. So good luck with this. Go ahead and practice it a little bit. Take your time, and ultimately your left hand will begin to form and get used to making those octaves. So have a lot of fun.